One, and we're live. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We are already the end of the month, and like at the end of every month, we have a special event dedicated to welcoming all the new members who joined the Blockchain Game Alliance through the month. So, but we'll give a warm welcome, and they will get about 10 minutes each to introduce their different products, services, what their company is doing in the space, and how they are using blockchain technology, essentially. Before that, I'd like to give you a brief introduction of the Blockchain Game Alliance, for those of you who are not yet familiar. So we are an organization that's committed to promoting blockchain adoption within the video game industry. We now count more than 230 members, and our goal is really to showcase the different use cases of blockchain technology, such as NFTs, DeFi, DAOs, decentralized gaming, and more, and how they can foster new ways for developers to create games, publish games, for players to play and interact, and build strong current communities around them. So we provide our main core activities are around networking. So we provide a space where users can network and generate potential collaboration and business together. We offer various research and reporting group to help push further different standards in the industry. We're here to represent various blockchain gaming industry, offering them more visibility for their product to grow their user base. And finally, obviously, to advocate for a great use case of blockchain within the bigger global gaming industries. Before we jump, I'd like to give a big thanks to our sponsors, so namely AMD, Enter Interactive, Ubisoft, Balkan Verge, Illuvion, Mobox, OneWeb Blog, Zaya, Star Atlas, Ardo.io, Non-Fungible, Digital Entertainment Assets, Gamerash, TAP, IOI, TriumphX, Algorand, NRKX, Boston Protocol, Chromia, Matic, Nexttype, Animoca Brand, Contribute, Consensus, Galaxy Interactive, Tezos, and I think there was Akenun as well. And as you can see here, you can find the list of all our members, 230 members and growing. They're coming from various corners of the industry, games and gaming companies, chains and protocols, developer solution, esports, press, media, investors, marketplaces, and many more that all share this common goal of promoting and growing adoption of blockchain. At the BGA, we run various events almost once or twice a week now that includes workshops on various thematics, interviews with industry leaders, video game executives, series of panels on certain topics, new member presentation like today, and as well the famous demo day where you get to see the product as they are live and earn some prizes. Without any further ado, let's give a big round of welcome to the new members who's joining the BGA this month, which includes Effort Company, the Kryptomon Company, Enjinstarter, Drops, Dogira, COFFE, and Citizen Finance. So with our today's speaker here, they are with us, and this is our agenda. So I'll switch back, stop sharing my screen here, and welcome everyone on. Yes, hi everyone. We're now live, and we're really excited to learn what you guys are doing. Starting with Troy from Effort Economy. So, hey Troy, how are you today?
Hi, Sebastian. Nice to see you again. Hello, everyone. I'm just gonna share my screen, but before I do, can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Great.
All right. So waiting to share your screen. You'll have 10 minutes then after to present us more about the Effort Economy. Here, we can see your screen. Perfect. All right, Troy, stage is yours. We are here to listen.
Okay. So, hello, everyone. My name is Troy again from the Effort Economy. So, Effort Economy is solving the two biggest problems most apps and brands and games have. These are namely user acquisition and user activation. So we have multiple apps inside the effort economy, and this is something that we have experienced when we started. So let me take you into how we solve this and what we can do for you, especially for the games here in the BGA. So when you join the effort economy, there are currently almost 100,000 players right now inside the economy. And basically, we can have our user base shared and our user base activated to any game, any app, or any brand. So basically, if you are looking for 10,000 new players for your game, we can do that easily, and we will show you how in this presentation. The economy is simple. There are apps and brands in games that give out effort tokens for players who provide effort. Now, why would they give out effort tokens? Or if not effort tokens, why would they give out their own rewards? It is because they would set their own effort targets. Effort targets are business objectives set by brands that they want the players to do or to perform effort on. So right now, there are two gaming apps inside the effort economy, namely Benga and P6 League. So Benga is a play-to-earn app where players get rewarded by doing fun activities. So these could be doing tasks set by different games, different brands, and different apps, and also hyper casual games that change daily. And they can be played in different game modes. And then we also have P6. P6 League is an esports app where players can compete for cash or crypto rewards. Now, P6 is an esports app where there is going to be skill-based competition where players can compete and then decide for themselves who would win. We believe that gaming is the gateway of the mainstream to cryptocurrencies. So what can these games do for other games inside the BGA? Now, currently inside Benga, as mentioned, there are multiple activities that you can do. But the main thing that we found is that we can help games reach their business objectives by allowing them to set effort targets. Now, effort targets are, again, business objectives set by the app, game, or brand inside the app. And they can do this with the app Benga. Now, aside from that, P6 allows any game to be integrated into the platform, and we can add a competitive layer that allows a fair play policy. So this is also helping your game to be set into a more competitive manner, wherein users or players can compete for different rewards. Now, the results of this is that we can then increase new users for your game, and also increase activation among existing users. The effort economy is not just limited to games, though. It will also allow games or different projects to utilize the upcoming apps that are going to be part of the effort economy. And these upcoming apps would fall under different categories, such as DeFi, NFTs, and many more. So currently, we also have the Effort Wallet live right now. So the gaming solution for different games. Now, again, the effort economy is not limited to games, but again, we see that gaming would be the gateway for the mainstream to crypto. We'd like to show you how the solution works and how it would happen and how you would be able to acquire new users and activate new users and existing users when you join the effort economy. So you can then have your game introduced. And currently, as mentioned, there are 100,000 users in the effort economy. And right now, once we get that game or your project introduced, we can then help you create effort targets, or you can set your own targets depending on your business objectives and targets. So an example of this would be a progression to a certain game level, completion of a certain task, or it could even be purchases. Now, anything that you want to be activated amongst users, you can set it, and then we can have players perform it. Now, players would perform by doing said effort targets, by performing effort, and then they know at the end that they will be rewarded based on their output. Now, we are able to reward them accordingly by allowing ourselves to measure the amount of effort that they produce, or if they have hit the results required by the one setting the effort target. Now, right now, since this is a BGA presentation, we would be solely focusing on games. And since our first two apps are game related, we would really be able to, we would really like to see how we could implement such solutions to the different games here in the BGA. So I was hoping if you guys have any questions, you can ask me now, and also I could discuss this is where you can discuss with me on how you can be part of the effort economy and how we can get you to have more users and more activated players in your games. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Troy, for the amazing presentation and telling us more about your project. So you'll find more on the website that you see here on screen. So thank you so much and well done for joining the BGA. Thanks you. We are now joined by our next presenter, Prakash from Enjinstarter. So welcome on stage.
Hi guys, just trying to make this work. It was working fine a moment ago. Just 1 second. There we go.
Perfect. We see your slides.
Awesome. So yeah, it's a great honor to be here today. To be very honest, as a project, we just came out of stealth about a week ago, and this is really our first public appearance. And honestly, we've chosen to be leveraging on this platform because primarily we are an ecosystem builder. We don't believe in competition. We believe that everyone is a potential partner, and the purpose of today's sharing is to kind of share what we are doing and to find ways to actually work with everyone in the group, as well as all the other members. So hi, my name is Prakash. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Enjinstarter, and we are honored to be powered by Engine. We are primarily looking at building an ecosystem for both Engine as well as Affinity. We are a launchpad that's focused primarily on blockchain gaming as well as metaverses. And what we hope to do is to provide a platform for creators to come onto our platform to find a way to raise capital and to build a community concurrently. If you're keen on issuing a token, you could leverage our platform. Or if you're keen on exploring other ways to raise capital for your game or for your intellectual property, we could explore other ways, namely using NFTs to either raise capital or to build a community for you. And in order for you to run a campaign successfully, you will need a whole range of other supporting services. And this is where we provide that advisory. We provide the support, whether it's planning your token economics, whether even deciding whether a token is needed for your project is what we're going to be collectively offering to you. And in a nutshell, what we are looking at doing is allowing creators to focus on what they do best, and for us to actually create a strategy and a campaign for you to raise money in the most effective manner. So that's primarily what we're focused on. These are some of the verticals that we're looking at. Beyond blockchain gaming, definitely metaverse is a big area of focus for us. I think in this extended lockdown that we are all experiencing globally, the role that metaverses are going to play is going to be crucial. And I think in the next 5 years, the way that we live, work, and play is going to be revolutionized by the metaverse. And we as a team strongly believe that the metaverse is actually kind of helping humanity to move into the new normal and to kind of embrace the change that we need to embrace. And beyond that, we're also looking at a whole range of complementary technologies that kind of converging together to kind of accelerate the core of what we're looking at. So we're definitely looking at projects in AR, VR. We are speaking to a few virtual influencers, and we strongly believe that virtual beings will have a strong part to play in the metaverse, and we are currently looking for projects like that to work with and to accelerate them within our ecosystem. Right, so at this point in time, my team's building a platform. You can see ourselves as being a Kickstarter.
Prakash, sorry to interrupt
Yes?
you. I just wanted to check on your slides because I see that we're still on the first one.
Okay.
I was going to ask you if you don't mind to put on full screen. And
Sure, I am on full screen actually.
Okay, on the slide, because I see some comments coming up from the audience as well, and I just noticed that. And
Does this work?
Let's give it another try. Thank you, and sorry everyone for
Is this working
stopping our
now?
presentation. Not yet. So if you can try share your screen again.
Okay.
Thank you.
1 second, guys. So what we're doing now is we're currently building a platform.
Okay, it's coming up now. Yeah.
And
Brilliant.
I'll full screen this.
Yeah. So if you try to put the slides on full
Does this work?
scale. Yeah, I think if you go on the bottom right, you see there's a square where you should be able to bring the slides on to full screen.
So you can't see this yet?
Yeah, we can see it. I just see the frame of the presentation, but it should be okay. I hope everyone is able to read it.
How about this now?
Yes.
Awesome. So this is currently the platform that we're building. We see ourselves being a Kickstarter for blockchain gaming, pretty much end-to-end in running a campaign is what our platform is going to be focusing on. And beyond that, we'll have a full launchpad that will allow projects to actually manage their tokens. We are also looking at NFTs to create a whole new range of loyalty within launchpads. Enjin has pioneered what is known as the multiverse founder token. Similar to that, we are creating our own founder tokens where we want to attract a community to get them to stay loyal with us. And the longer they stay with us, the more privileges they get through us on our platform. So this is our team. I've got my CTO, who's Alvin, who's focused on building our platform. We got Frederick, who's based in Sweden, who's formerly a game developer and is currently working on a whole range of gamification on our platform. Concurrently, we're looking at gamified DeFi and making DeFi a lot more fun, and that's what Frederick is working on. And we have got Chris, who's currently building a whole range of social campaigns. And of course, we're supported with a whole range of advisors who are helping us accelerate the project as quickly and as big as we can. And of course, our seed investors, who are primarily the Enjin team, as well as Sashwath, who's the founder of Allcoin Bus. It's a very crucial support that we're getting from these guys. They spend a lot of time with us, and they've been guiding us in terms of what we should be doing. And I think one exciting thing about working with the Enjin team is that they are, early contributors to the ERC 1155 standard for NFTs. And that's kind of allowing us to kind of understand how far we can actually push the standards in NFTs and to see beyond what use cases we have. So that's primarily what I have for you guys today. Kind of love to learn more from you guys and to kind of explore how is it that we all can work together. We strongly believe that if we all work together, we can bring this industry to a whole new level. What we've seen in the past couple of weeks, there's been a great amount of interest in blockchain gaming, and we are also experiencing that interest from some of our early investors. But I think we are now at the right place at the right time. If we work together as an industry, this is where we can take things to a whole new level. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prakash, and amazing presentation. And I think your goals are really, into what the industry is needed. And thanks again for presenting at the BGA. I don't see any comments right now, but I would encourage everyone who's here to share any comments, questions, if you do have about the projects we are presenting today. And we can also hold a short live Q&A at the end of each presentation. I actually see a question from FUD0. I don't know, Luis, if you want to pick on the questions.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to share it on screen here. Okay, so it says, if effort is energy spent over time and the amount of energy spent per task can vary with different products, would a single token economy help reward users fairly based on energy spent per task? What do you think, Prakash? Oh, no, sorry, that's for effort economy. I'm sorry.
So I think Troy, we go back to Troy, if you're still with us. I see Troy is with us, but is muted. So maybe we can come back to this question later. Oh, Troy, there you are. Okay. So we have a question for you, if you don't mind. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can read. I'm reading it right now.
Sure. FUD0 is been following some of our events and has always been present. So it's an interesting question.
It is very interesting question right here, and the answer here is actually it would be able to reward fairly because, as mentioned, the games, brands, and apps would set their own targets or they set their own depending on their business objectives. And depending on the completion of this task, we can then set the appropriate reward per completed doer.
Thank you.
Do the rewarding.
Super. Thank you for your answer. And Prakash, I see some comments about your slides. So maybe we can share some of your slides afterwards on our Twitter and social media channels, because I think some of them were not visible during the presentation. But yeah, people are loving your project. So thank you so much, guys. And awesome. I think we're good to move to our next presenter, which is Alex from Citizen Finance. So hello, Alex, welcome on stage.
Thank you very much. Honestly, I think now it has been a great experience. And the guys that have presented until now have done an amazing job. So let me share my screen. Go here. Ooh.
Oh, I think Alex is coming back.
Okay, something weird happened there.
No problem. So you're back on screen.
Okay, now you should be able to get my screen.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. So hello, everyone. First of all, is everything sounding correctly? Am I going through the screen, sir? Everything?
Yeah, all good.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandros Kaffetzakis. I'm here to present Citizen Finance. This is a project I have been working on for a very long time now, and I'm really excited for the future and to present it today for you. So I am the lead game developer and product owner of Metalands, which is our blockchain-enabled game. And before we continue, I would like to show you an overview of today's presentation, where I will start with talking about my project and what it's all about. Then while I continue through the slides, I will go through each one of our applications before we get to the project's own native token. I will go a little bit deep into that, and towards the end, I will start talking about the game and what it's all about. At the end of the presentation, I'm going to talk a little bit about the future of the project. And yeah, let's get straight to it. So, what is the Citizen Finance project? We are essentially offering an ecosystem of applications. This means that we have a network of different applications which are all interconnected, and they come together to form the Citizen Finance project. Our ultimate goal and mission is to empower the next generation of NFT utilities. We want to accelerate their adoption into the creative arts. So we create applications for gaming, social media, extended, augmented, or virtual reality, and we want to incentivize collecting, trading, and earning of cryptocurrencies and NFTs. Our team spreads across all continents. We are all remotely based, and we have very experienced developers in all fields, from modeling to animating for every sort of developer. At this moment in time, we have 13 members in the team, all working very hard to bring the project out. So on this next slide, you can see all of our applications at this moment. At the top, we have Metallands, which is our game. Then we have Santa Fe, Sci-Fi Power, Power X, and we plan on having many more adding to our list. Currently, Sci-Fi Power is out. It is publicly available. Santa Fe and Power X will be following very soon. And we have Metallands coming later this year. So let's start with Sci-Fi Power. Sci-Fi Power is a multi-chain platform which allows creation and trading of NFTs. Sci-Fi Power allows you to browse art that other people have published, while also allowing trade of in-game assets from our own game, Metallands. Over on Santa Fe, we have our decentralized lending and staking protocol. It allows trading of cryptocurrencies across multiple chains. It allows adding liquidity to earn from fees and usage of NFT pools, as well as the NFT lottery, where you will be able to earn NFTs. While with our decentralized banking protocol, we allow people to earn on interest from their deposits. We move on to Power X, which is the second most ambitious project. It is a mobile application available for both the Google Play and the App Store. So both Android and Apple mobile devices will be able to use this application. It is powered with augmented reality. It is essentially our own social networking application, which allows you to follow your favorite NFT artists and watch their content right in front of you in 3D through any mobile device. It also allows you to publish your own content and connect with your friends while sharing your passion. PowerX is also partnered with the VR ARA Association, which is an organization similar to BGA, but for VR games. Before we get into the game, I would like to introduce the native token for my project, which is Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is essentially the bridge between all of our applications. It can be used to buy in-game assets or currency in Metallands. It also allows you to buy your favorite NFTs from the Sci-Fi Power marketplace, or even stake on our decentralized application, Santa Fe. As you can see, it is hosted over on the Binance Smart Chain with a maximum total supply of 500,000. And for those interested, I have also included a picture of some of the tokenomics on the bottom right of the screen. As you can see behind all of these, I have attached a screenshot of the graph of Sci-Fi, which has been exploding the past weeks. And I believe it has great potential as a cryptocurrency. So we now get to our blockchain game. It is definitely the most ambitious part of the project, and it is a first-person, blockchain-enabled, progressively open-world multiplayer game infused with a rich storyline. We have been actively working on this game, getting closer and closer to our first public alpha version release, which is going to arrive late September to early October. And we are really excited to bring that out and see what the people think. The game will come to seal the network of our applications, opening up many new opportunities and a lot of ways to enjoy the full potential of the Citizen Finance project. On the background of this specific slide, you can actually take a glimpse of the actual in-game graphics of the game. What you're seeing is actually one of the many multiplayer maps that will be available in the alpha version, and it is a work in progress. So we expect it to become much better than what you're currently seeing. Now, the alpha version is scheduled to arrive on late September to early October. It will bring with it some online multiplayer battles. It will bring what we call the bunker, which is the player's own private customizable space. And it will also bring our very own Citizen Finance API, which will allow you to connect on a friend's network and connect with other players and play together. It is also going to integrate NFTs fully into the game, where you will be able to visit the in-game marketplace. You're going to be able to purchase non-fungible tokens as items and use them to play the game, or you can send them over to the marketplace at Sci-Fi Power to trade them and exchange them or sell them for the Sci-Fi. The alpha version is going to have a player progression system where you will earn XP by playing and items when you level up. So it's going to be in a completely play-to-earn style fashion. Now, before we move on to the next slide, I would like to spend some more time talking about the bunker. The bunker is where you will start when you launch the game. Everything is going to be in there, allowing you to start games, modify or upgrade your gear, craft new gear and items, or even just invite friends over to visit and have some fun time together, just chatting. And they're going to be able to see how you have built and customized your own bunker using your own selection of colors, furniture, textures, and room expansions of your choosing. Now let's also talk a bit about the non-fungible tokens and their actions in this game. NFTs are going to include not only weapons and gear, but also weapon skins, weapon modifications, blueprints and resources which are going to be able to be used for crafting, new, empty, or even completely customized bunkers or bunker furniture, also in-game titles and other profile customizations. All of these can either be purchased on the marketplace for Sci-Fi or earned through playing the game, using resources from mission rewards and blueprints to craft them inside your bunker. Now, to ensure fair play, all multiplayer games are going to be balanced. So depending on your stats, gear, and experience, you're going to play against matching opponents, ensuring a fun experience for everyone. And to give the players full control of their assets, Metalands adopts a gasless NFT minting mechanism. This allows users to freely withdraw their assets from the game and trade them on secondary marketplaces, while also being able to choose which chain they want to use for the NFT before they actually mint it. Now, continuing into 2022, we're entering the year of the game's full release. So, something happened here? Yeah. So, excuse me? Yes. So the game's full release is coming on 2022. It is going to offer the rich storyline, which we promised, and it's going to be experienced in a progressively open world setting, which will allow you to either play single player or with your friends. And you're going to be able to free roam the world of Metalands while doing side quests or other events that will pop up as you walk around. The total open world map is going to be a humongous environment with an insane amount of work put into it. And it's going to have a day-night cycle it's going to be filled with activities, and it's going to be waiting for you to explore it. So after releasing the alpha version, which I talked about in the previous slides, we have many plans to continuously upload new content. So we actually have plans to make weekly updates on the game, which will include new items, new weapons, new game modes, new maps, and a lot of content. The opportunities with this game are limitless, and I'm very excited to share the future of the Citizen Finance project with you. So yeah, thank you very much. And thank you again to the Blockchain Game Alliance. I'm really happy to be joining the Alliance and looking forward to the future with you. I'll be able to answer any of your questions. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Alex. Yes, I think there's been a few questions. So I'm just going back because there's plenty of comments, loving the projects you guys have been presenting so far. So I've got one here from Uma asking, apart from gaming, what other use do Citizen Finance token have? I know you've explained some of those, but maybe as a recap, if you want to go through some of the other use will be great.
All right, so as I said in the presentation, our token, which is called Sci-Fi, is going to be the bridge of all of our applications. So you can use Sci-Fi in the game, just like you said. And you can also use it in the other applications like Sci-Fi Power to trade or buy NFTs, or you can use it on the Santa Fe application. So it's basically, yeah, it connects all of our applications.
Great, thank you. So going back to some other questions, and Louise, feel free to pick on some of them because I see there are quite a few coming through. So Fat0 again is asking, are the assets stored on IPFS?
Yes, so all assets are stored on IPFS. That's of course for security reasons. We adopt the IPFS storage. And yeah, I believe that answers the question.
Okay.
And at this time, I would also like, excuse me, yeah. At this time, I would also like to say that props to the community, the amazing messages and feedback that I have been reading in the comments so far. And yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing feedback from everyone. So there's another question by Fat0. How do you see the Meadowlands 5 years down the line when big game corporations bring in their first-person shooters on the blockchain?
Well, for starters, I believe that the utilization of NFTs and blockchain into games has been delayed for a long time, and even if they bring their games in 5 years, we are going to be there already before them. So we are going to have all the experience that we need and all the time to make something better than them, even.
Great. There's a question about staking as well. Somebody has provided an answer already, just making sure that's correct. So just going back to the question, just checking with you, Alex, if what's been shared here is correct. So what's the staking reward for weekly, monthly, and annually?
Oh, well, that's going deep into the tokenomics, which
so somebody is saying,
remember off the top of my head.
If you stake Phi, you get 0.1 a day. Would that be approximately correct?
I think I have a partner watching right now. Maybe we get some feedback from him.
Sure. Yeah, just as a reminder, we can continue the conversation in the live chat as we move forward, because I see there's plenty of questions coming through. So I will encourage you and your team. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, I'm getting a confirmation that it's not a fixed reward, so it depends on the number of users that stake at any particular time.
Makes sense. Great, okay. Wonderful. So yeah, let's continue the conversation, everyone in the chat. So we'll keep all the comments there for the future. Thank you. There's also a question that I wanted to go back to for Prakash, I think, if you're still with us, because I think it's an interesting one. So somebody was interested in knowing how they could get involved in Enjinstarter as an investor.
Sure. Yeah, we're happy to speak to anyone. We're about to close our strategic round, and we are starting to go into a P1 and P2, private 1, private 2 round. So feel free to reach out to me on Telegram or reach out to anyone in my team. We'll be happy to share more and explore how we can actually work together.
Awesome. Just sharing here the website again. In case anyone wants to get in touch, here's the contact. So thanks again. Wonderful. So we're going back to the agenda. So our next presenter would be Umberto from the Kryptomon company. So Umberto, welcome on stage.
Well, thank you very much. This is my Beyonce moment, right? So let me let me share my screen. First thing first. There you go. You should be able to see. Now it's starting to share. I hope it's working. Yes. So before I'm gonna go through our, let's say, our website and a little bit of our platform actually to show a little bit of what Kryptomon is, but before starting, I want to say this. I was born in the 90s, early 90s, so 1992, and I guess that as well as other comrades that I have here. And when I was a kid, I actually had a very big dream. I was a huge Pokemon fan, huge. I mean, I was capable of recognizing a Pokemon through the sound that it was making when we're playing on the Game Boy, just to make an example. And I always liked the dream, and I think that all the kids like growing up in the late 80s and early 90s to see that words come true, you know, that having that little monster with you, get the connection. I mean, I was very passionate about and connected with all my digital Pokemon back in the days. And so if you ask me, indeed, so what is about Kryptomon? Is actually Kryptomon is our ambition to recreate the Pokemon world, but on blockchain and using and leveraging NFTs. So if I have to make a, let's say, the elevator pitch of what the Kryptomon is indeed taking CryptoKitties and mix it with the Tamagotchi and Pokemon, and boom, what you get is Kryptomon. The entire concept was born indeed looking at what CryptoKitties did with the NFTs. I mean, they totally shaped the entire Ethereum chain back in 2017, you know, with this concept of digital creatures and NFTs. But for us as a team was kind of a little bit too static, so to say. We wanted to be something more actionable. And so that's why we came up with the concept of Kryptomon. So taking the same basic line of CryptoKitties and adding Tamagotchi mechanics. So you really need to take care of your little creature, and then actually also Pokemon mechanics. So you need to battle against other player in order to become the champion, so to say. So if we go look at, as I was saying, indeed about what Kryptomon is very straightforward. Right now, all the players and our first, actually, we started already having players. All our community members received their Kryptomon egg, and which is in September. It will hatch, and from that moment on, they will need to take care of the monsters by feeding him, caring, healing, cuddling, even playing. And there is entire game mechanics like in Tamagotchi that they need really to make their Kryptomon happy in order to create this kind of a special connection with them, and then actually also to be better during the battling and any other, so to say. The Kryptomon, as I said, in any case, our main objective is to really recreate the Pokemon world, and indeed also in the Kryptomon world, we're gonna have our so-called Kmon coin, which is indeed our currency. So in the as you were in the Pokemon, let's say that we didn't actually reinvent the wheel. We just took something that really worked during the 30 years, last 30 years, and we're trying to, of course, modernize it and bring it to a new tech stack, so to say. And as in Pokemon or in Tamagotchi, you had a specific currency. You know, with that currency, you can buy items, power-ups, paying for stuff for your Kryptomon, and so on and so forth. And this is actually our Kmon coin. So this is how the Kmon coin works. So allowing player, by using the Kmon coin, player can be able to buy item and power-ups in order to play with their Kryptomon, to make them happy, and so on and so forth. Looking at the Kmon coin is a real in-game currency as you have on, I don't know, Candy Crush or Cut the Rope or Clash of Clans, anyone else. If we talk a little bit about indeed that our roadmap and what we have done. So as I was saying, actually, we have announced, let's say, Kryptomon to the world on the 1st of May, and we've been overwhelmed. I mean, we weren't ready for that. A lot of people were joined our Telegram group and Discord community, and they were super keen to start playing this new game. I think it is also due to the fact that Axie Infinity indeed is something which is it's taking a lot of traction during the last month. So we announced the game on the 1st of May, and then in the 30th of June, we actually released the so-called Phase 0, which I'm going to show you now, where players received their first Kryptomon egg, and they can actually go through the entire Kryptomon genetics. So they can understand what's kind of baby they got, if it's fire, dragon, and if it's a couch potato because he's super lazy, or is a crazy asshole because he doesn't want to be trained. That's kind of the mechanics and we are implementing on. Now we are going during the summer. We're going to actually go for the community sale and IDO plus public listing of the coin. So we're going in the upcoming months. We are going to release the Kmon coin, so our community member can start and players can start collecting the coin in order to play the game and buying stuff inside. And then there is we released the Phase 1 by the end of September. Phase 1 is where the actual game mechanics will take place. So imagine that right now what you have is just an egg which is there, but in September these eggs will hatch, and the Kryptomon will be procedurally generated. So based on the DNA of your monster, the offspring, so the offspring of the Kryptomon will looks like, and then you can start. We're gonna start with the Tamagotchi mechanics. So you need to really taking care of your little creature. Otherwise, it gets frozen, and then it's going to be a problem. And then in the end, by the end of the year, we are planning to release Phase 2, which is battle mode. So during September, player will be capable to, feeding, caring, training, be ready for the battles. And then at the end of the year, so at the end of 2021, player will be, we're going to open up for battling. So there was going to be PvP play battling, so where player can enter in the arena, fight against each other, bet against each other, the Kmon coin, and also participate in the Super League tournament as we had in the old-fashioned games. So this is just the general, the concept of what Kryptomons is and what's our timeline. I'm gonna take like the last seconds and last minutes that I have, indeed, to just show you guys how Phase 0 looks like now and what players already got. And this is indeed what you can see. This is one of my hack. This is actually a ghost defense Kryptomon. So from here, as you can see, all the different monsters have different element talent, and mine actually is a ghost one. It's kind of a very strong presence in ghost element genetics, and it's a defense. And if we look at here also, let's say that I got lucky here because my Kryptomon is quite good. I mean, he had a lot of greens and a few reds. But for example, he has a very strong affection, meaning that I will need to take care of him a lot. I mean, he will looking for me, and he will seeking for attention. He's an attention seeker, so to say. And also, he's kind of an egocentric person. So he will really probably underestimate or is not going to be really keen to be trained while I'm preparing him for the battle. And this is, we can see another one, which is instead of the ground, and actually this is got a little bit unlucky on this one, but what you can see here is indeed, so every Kryptomon come up with a 38 different genetic code. Every genes define special attributes of the monster, and all of them will be very, very well balanced. So in order that everything will lead players to trying to improve their Kryptomon through training in order to win the battle and then win prizes in order to have, because of course we also have play to earn sort of a mechanics. And on top of that, we will be able to start breeding by September the Kryptomon in order to increase the total supply of the eggs. Right now, we've dropped the first 5,000 eggs from our community to our community ourselves. But from now on, The only way for new players to start and getting a Kryptomon egg indeed is to go to the secondary market, where in just a couple of weeks, more than 300 BNB has been transacted in buying and selling of Kryptomon even without the game. So we are very excited about this. And then by September, we can finally start setting up and start breeding their monsters and putting on the marketplace for new players that want to join, can be looking and ready to start a game. So yeah, I wouldn't take enough more time. I think we are almost around 8 minutes. So if there is any question, I'm happy to answer. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure for me to be here and also actually to listen to all the other projects, and very well done to everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Umberto, for your presentation. I currently don't see any questions. I see some for effort economy and other projects. Possibly this one, any future plans for collabs with Ethermon, Revomon, Polka Monster, Chainmon, Polka Pets?
Yeah, there is plenty of that. No, let's say this. We are not precluding anything on our side, on our future, of course. The thing is, right now, we are very committed to deploy the first release of the game by the end of September, and the timeline is already tight. But we are working with a top-notch game studio also that can help us in providing the quality and the results that we want to bring to the community and to the players. So let's say that right now, probably 2021 will be really mainly focused on actual game development and bringing up the Kryptomon world to life, while focusing in 2022 we will be more focusing on growth and partnership and this kind of activities.
Great. There's 2 more questions that have been arriving in the meantime. So which chain is the game Tamagotchi and PvP going to settle?
So I actually also understand why this question is happening, because if this was based on Ethereum chain, probably this will become rich kid games. No, we are right now, our game is based on Binance Smart Chain. And we are actually also building, since this is a game, it will require a lot of actions. I mean, you need a lot of data entry and so on and so forth. And all you know that otherwise it's going to cost a lot of money to the people. So the way we are setting up the entire infrastructure is that in any case, the game will run on, let's say, normal centralized game server, where all the mechanics of the game are running. And then every now and then, or when player wants, they can store the relevant data to the blockchain. So in this way, we do reduce the actual factor of transaction on the blockchain. So we kind of remember the old-fashioned save button in the Game Boy. That's it. We brought that back. Instead of saving on a memory card, you're saving on blockchain.
Perfect. I've got a few more Snap questions for you. So do you need a laptop or not to play the game?
No, not at all. So the first release of the game actually will be browse-based. And the reason why, it's very simple. Development timing, I mean, it's easier to develop and to deploy on a browser game, because in this way we don't have to deploy on several platforms. We just do deploy on a single one. And second one, because it allows us indeed to be for all the players to play via browser. So either via mobile browser or via laptop browser. Then in 2022, we are planning actually to go native mobile app. But that is because our main objective, as I said, and it's something that also someone already presented here, that right now game and blockchain and that kind of stuff, it's still a little bit a niche world, but there is a huge amount of players and casual players out there. So our plan for 2022 indeed is to remove all the tech barriers, so go native, implementing an in-game, in-app wallet, and so on and so forth, trying to make the entire experience of playing Kryptomon like it's playing a Candy Crush or a Game Boy kind of experience, in order to attract and be useful for the common and for not the techie like us, so to say.
Great, thank you. And how about teaser gameplay? When do you think that will be?
Well, that is going to be, we're going to start sharing something probably soon in the upcoming month, as soon as the deployment and the development goes forward. What I can invite everyone which is interested in any case to join, you can go to our website, you can find our links to join our Discord, because we are actually having probably monthly sessions with the community where we show them, new design sketches, game mechanics, and so on and so forth. And then we do collect the feedbacks, and toward that we do iterate. We have kind of a very co-creation process with the entire community. So if everyone is interested to sneak a little bit how things are going and what there is under the hood, just feel free to join Discord, and you can find me or the rest of the team welcoming you.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Umberto, for being with us and a great presentation.
Thank you very much.
Cool. So we're moving on to our next presenter, which is Kiril from COFFE. So welcome on stage.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me check the sharing of the screen. Just a second, please. And I think it's already my the moment of glory for today. So thank you, everybody, for being with us. Just a second, I will reconnect.
We lost Kiril, but I'm sure he will be coming back real soon. So if you guys got any questions for our projects, please keep them coming in the live comments. So we'll get those comments and questions answered from our members during the event. So I'm just showing you the agenda so you know what's coming up next. So Kiril will be presenting next, and then we've got Dajira, Skylar presenting, and then we'll have Darius from Drops. So those are the other two projects presenting with us today. So Kiril is back. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me also?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, cool. So, okay, I'm here. So, to begin with, I just want to say that the coffee that is not to drink. So, let me introduce the company and our project, our experience project with my experienced team. So, let's start with several questions. So, what about the project itself? So COFFE is an US platform fork, an independent software development branch that features modified deposit-based consensus algorithms. So COFFE, has its own CFF token issued in the COFFE as EOS blockchain. So the next question is, why do we need another EOS fork? Of course. Today, there are plenty of forks that can be used for personal use. However, such forks are generally the exact copies of the EOS blockchain, which means that they have the very same vulnerabilities as the parent blockchain. So the COFFE project offers to change the financial and economic blockchain model, designed to eliminate this vulnerability. And the last is, what is the project mission? So COFFE project is an independent blockchain platform that features its own financial and economic model, focused on the end user. We aim to provide the community with a fast, convenient, and secure infrastructure that will allow us to create and use decentralized services and make it more profit, make it more convenient for everybody. Some words about our team. So our CEO, Vadim Kantsev, is a perfect manager with more than 24 years of experience in management accounting, business accounting, and reporting, experience in sales and launching products to the market, with a 26 years of experience in a full stack software developer. He graduated from the Serafica Technical University, so he's very experienced. He keen on to make new projects, to generate new ideas. So our CVO, Maxim Gravtsev, from St. Petersburg, who graduated from the Volga State University, also full stack software developer with over 16 years of experience in corporate websites and portals, games, and financial software with the blockchains. And our CDO, Roman Zigov, who also keen us to move with our project. So he's also full stack software engineer trader and manager from Krasnodar, with 7 years of experience in the sphere of blockchain and infrastructure development, 2D, 3D game development, and financial corporate software development. So guys, let's move forward for our project. Our initial project, because we already experienced projects that have several working products. So the smart wallet. For the convenience of our users, we have developed a smart wallet on Atomic Swap using the Telegram bot. This is really cool and awesome feature, and this is what will allow us to, and our customers, to create an account in the COFFE network, conduct coin transactions inside the COFFE network, conduct other transactions from the COFFE network to another network, and receive tokens from networks to your Telegram wallet, so as well as confirm that transactions in the COFFE network. So sometimes users ask us about the security, which is the security of the COFFE blockchain is beyond questioning, as it is built on EOS.io, one of the most secure blockchain of today, and the security of EOS is time-tested, so we not made significant changes in the system that could reduce network security. So let's move forward to Atomic Swaps. So what is Atomic Swaps itself? Our blockchain is developing the infrastructure for creating atomic swaps with other blockchains. So the swaps mechanism allows conducting transactions from the blockchain to another. When they transfer a coin from some other blockchain to the COFFE blockchain, it remains on the swap wallet, which is managed by a smart contract. That is, the coin is issued on the COFFE blockchain with the help of some smart contracts, and then is sent to the end recipient. So generally speaking, the COFFE blockchain can include as many coins as there are on a swap wallet. So no more and no less. A user will be charged a smart contract swap fee for the use of swaps in the COFFE network, and a fee for conducting transactions in the corresponding network. So CFF token is our internal token. To launch and promote and support the network, we already issued the CFF tokens in the amount of 20 billion ones, which are distributed as follows on the screen. So some words about the post consensus. So COFFE blockchain uses the same consensus algorithm as EOS depost, but with some differences. To increase the system decentralization of the COFFE network, from the general queue of producers ready to create blocks, we choose only block producers. So the resulting number is decomposed into registers. Then the total number is divided by each of the registers that differ from zero sequentially. So to create a block in the network, 2 queues are created, and the first queue should include up to 21 block producers, whereas the second one can include all the others. So the first queue selection a producer that would produce the block. So to make the long story short, later that can be selected in the first queue by the second one, and then to produce the block. So he can be selected by the first queue. So guys, this was some technical moments of our project. I think that to get some more information about the project itself, you can use our Telegram chat, our website. So I think the links are provided. So I think that to sum up, I just want to thank everyone for watching, I would just want to thank everyone for watching this event. Everybody, I kind of mentioned that everyone is make cool stuff. So thank you, and see you on the product.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kiril, for the presentation. I don't see any question right now in the chat, but feel free to ask and share anything you'd like to ask to our new members today. So congrats again, Kiril, and Best wishes for the COFFE projects and the team. So we're now moving forward to our next presenter, which is Skylar from Dojira.
Hey there, can you hear me, Serena?
Yes, yes.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Let me know if it works. I know I was having a slight issue with that earlier.
No problem. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I can see a screen.
Perfect.
So
Can you see the Dojira website?
Yep.
Awesome.
It's there.
And I'm gonna switch tabs. Can you see me switching tabs?
Yes, I do.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. Thank you for jumping into this live YouTube channel here. My name is Skylar. I'm with Dojira, and I'll just go ahead and start talking a little bit about it. So we started around February, and specifically February 11th. The project was pretty much just an experiment with friends to see how they can design their own code, specifically decentralized finance code, redistribution of tokens and such through buying and selling. And as it got a little bit bigger, the people that were working on the project kind of stepped away. They didn't really want to get into how large it was growing. And around that time, Owen, Chris, myself, and Dan joined the project. Chris ended up leaving due to personal reasons, and so we are currently looking for multiple Unity developers, multiple Solidity developers. We've actually interviewed about total of 12 so far, and I would say about 6 of them look like good prospects at this time. So the current team right now is Owen Hayes. He's worked with multiple multinational companies, Fortune 500 ones, on software development kits. He's even made his own game, which is available right now on Steam. Made it by himself. It has about 100K plus downloads. 150,000 plus downloads. And he's also worked on. He was one of the first developers, not the one that forked Litecoin to make Dogecoin, but he was one of the original developers. I was on the Dogecoin team about 2013, 2014. So it's quite a bit of work in the blockchain space. With Daniel, he's been in the Australian Defence Force. He's worked with sales management, and he's also experimented a little bit with blockchain. Myself, I was in the Marines. I've done operations management work, and I've been in cryptocurrency from about 2017 or so. So that kind of shows where we're at right now. With our roadmap, I'm going to jump over here into Q3. We got some great things coming up. We're going to be listed on a tier 1 SEX here coming soon, centralized exchange. We have our V2 contract that's going to be coming up as well, which is going to improve on the tokenomics that we currently have. And we'll also be having token and NFT launch pads, and we are going to be developing on and have a game very soon coming out that will be a game with native blockchain functionalities. Now, on the actual marketing phase of kind of where we're at right now as well, is we recently hired Coinbound, which is a company that made eToro, Voyager, MetaMask pretty famous. We're going to be working with them when it comes to marketing. We're also going to be working with a company that will deal with a lot of our Asian promotions. They're going to be helping over there in the Pacific Rim. And we're also sponsoring a BattleBot, which will be airing live, which is pretty exciting in my opinion, just because I like BattleBots. And it's going to get about 1 million views just for the showing our logo being on the BattleBot itself, on the team's jerseys, as well as actually viewable when, going to commercial breaks and such, the logo as well as the website. Now, when it comes to price speculation and all of that fun stuff that everybody always gets excited about, we are currently on the Ethereum network. During the V2 launch, we're looking at other networks possibly as well, bridging over, etc. Solana, Cardano. Forgive me if I say some of these names wrong as well. And also Matic too. it also just it depends as well, with the hard fork that's coming up on the Ethereum network. We're kind of hesitant at going onto Binance Smart Chain just because it's a centralized. It's not, in my opinion, it's not true cryptocurrency, as it's a centralized entity. It could be shut down at any time. And so, a bridge is possible, but a whole deployment on that is, I don't believe it's probable. Not probable, but I wouldn't suggest it. I personally wouldn't. With price discovery, we peaked up about 71 cents, which puts us at about a 69 mil, maybe 68 mil market cap. And then around the time of the bear market, when it's say bear market, I believe we're still bullish at this time, it went down for a downtrend as every other coin, and right now we're getting right back up into that price discovery mode. As for the actual product that we'd be developing, we want to focus on games first and then blockchain related tech afterwards. We've noticed a severe lack of quality when it comes to blockchain related gaming, which I actually do want to give a shout out to Sci-Fi. I saw it being mentioned in the comments a lot. That game that you guys are making right now, it looks pretty nice, and that's good. That's refreshing, actually, and it's similar to what we want to do, is that we want to focus on the actual playability of the game as well as what it looks like. A lot of the games out now with the NFT space, or crypto space in general, they have a lot of good mechanics in them, utilizing the cryptocurrency as well as the NFTs inside of them very well, in my opinion. But some of the games are just, I play games quite a bit. I'm not a technical person. I can't tell you about what a contract is or anything, but when I play a game, I'm like, yeah, I like this, right? And so that's what we want to go down. Like, we want to be like, yeah, you like playing this game. Oh, by the way, there's cryptocurrency involved, whether it be in a gaming ecosystem through utility-based NFTs, which the utility being based in-game or out-of-game. And just a real quick check, Serena, I'm still good. I'm still alive, correct?
You are, yes.
Okay, perfect. And if you guys don't want to listen to my beautiful voice, you can, of course, just read all this stuff I'm scrolling down here with. But we definitely want to focus on building a great game, both visually and mechanically, and then adding that blockchain tech on top of it after that. And we are also able to integrate pretty much any coin, any community into our games that we make as well. So if for some reason you are from the SafeMoon community, or some reason from the Dogecoin community, or you're from another community that you want to bring your people over to and give your token utility, we can do that. If you are a gaming studio, an indie gaming studio, or a bigger one, and you wanted to get involved into cryptocurrency, we can make it work. You develop a game, we put cryptocurrency or integrate it into it, and it can be from any community as well. Again, making those gaming ecosystems or utility-based NFTs using the inherent anti-cheat tech that blockchain has. Other than that, I believe I'm going a little bit over my 10 minutes, Serena. Just a quick check on that. I believe I have. If so, totally fine. I would actually love to answer any questions that I have in the comment section, if there are any.
Yes, for sure. There's actually one question from
of course.
So,
let me look into it real quick.
So
any story behind it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. You wanted to talk about it?
No worries. Just read it out loud.
Oh yeah, of course. So FUD0, any story behind the Mozilla Firefox inspired logo? We actually get that quite a bit, man. So the main thing is, as we are looking for a new logo, so I'll show you the old logo. Let me see if I can. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, actually I can. Let me share the screen for you real quick. I'll show you what the old logo looks like and the kind of the reason why we actually upgraded to the new logo. So let me share this. You're gonna see like a infinite amount of screen right here, because there you go. Let me see. Okay. So our old token logo looks like that. I'm not going to scroll over it because the video is going to show. Oh, there we go. That right there. Yeah. Kind of needed an update, right? So we were looking into it, and we had a couple of designs. And then our in-house artist, Mary, and actually I have to apologize to her. I didn't even say that she was part of our team. We haven't updated the website with her in it. She was a recent hire, recently came onto the team and just got her bio, her picture, and everything. So we still need to put that in there. But she's an amazing in-house graphic designer, artist. She made all this artwork on the website right here, all custom. And we got sent one of her pictures for the website, and we saw this in the background. And as you see, it's if you can see, it's kind of like a dojira, kind of curled up, and we're like, hey, can we make a logo something like that? We weren't even thinking about Mozilla Firefox at the time, and she made it, and we're like, that's awesome. We went ahead, sent it out to her community, and they started saying more or less the exact same thing, that, hey, this looks like Mozilla Firefox. What are you guys doing? We're like, hey, man, it looks, I don't know. I thought it looked pretty good. And I mean, we're still going to run with it. So yeah. Does that answer? I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I think it does. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Yeah. And I'm taking any other questions you guys got, so feel free to ask them.
Okay.
I don't see any other questions so far, just people commenting on the cool design and the project. But yeah, thank you so much for presenting with us, and congrats again on joining the BGA, Skylar.
Thanks for having me.
Super. I think we're good now to be moving on to drops, and welcome Darius on stage.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. And yeah, I'm really excited to where the blockchain gaming industry is headed, and with so many new projects. I think, yeah, like the adoption is like happening like right now, and yeah, really happy to be in this space. So let me share something about the drops, what it is, and just a second. Yeah, here it is. So at Drops, we are bringing loans for NFT and DeFi assets in a permissionless manner. So you can think about it as Aave for NFTs. And there are many problems associated with NFTs right now in the market. Like primary one, that NFT collectors hold like huge collections of NFTs, and those NFTs are liquid. They're not, well, they have their floor price, they have established value, but still sometimes they can be an opportunity cost of holding it, and they cannot be used as a collateral in a trustless manner as like fungible tokens can, and yeah, it is indeed a problem. So there's also an opportunity cost of holding governance tokens when you have like low and mid cap projects in your portfolio, and well, bigger projects like, I know, Wi-Fi, Aave, Sushi, they have the possibility to supply your assets as collateral and then borrow against it, so you don't have to sell it if you need some quick cash. So that's where our Drops loans come in. And we have a couple of markets addressed for that. So we have alpha markets that are focused on a high cap NFT related tokens. We have beta markets for low and mid cap NFT related tokens, also NFT fractions, and DeFi governance tokens, and also AMM markets for liquidity tokens like Uniswap's LP, Balancer's LBPs, Sushi, and Curve. And all of that like being deployed to Ethereum, Polygon, and Binance Smart Chain. Like a couple of weeks ago, we launched our loans for fungible tokens. And yeah, first being listed was Engine. And right now we have around 1 million in TVL. And we also launched a liquidity mining program. So you can actually earn with your idle USDC, RAPBTC, or ETH, or Engine tokens. And soon these markets will be increased by other NFT-related tokens as well. So as long as you, well, the way it works is users supply these assets like Ether or Engine, and then a collateral factor is calculated, and they can select the tokens they want to borrow. And as long as this collateral ratio is maintained in a healthy manner, well, the loan is healthy, and user has nothing to worry about. Moving forward, we're also right now working on NFT lending pools. Like creating these permissionless lending pools is quite a challenge because, there's Oracle issue and there's also liquidity issue. So we decided to go in this permissionless manner where anyone can create a lending pool, specify which NFTs can be borrowed and how much can be borrowed against them. And that way, like pool creators themselves, there could be users, those could be also like NFT related DAOs, where they set how much can be borrowed, and then other users can join the pool by supplying liquidity and earning interest on them. While NFT holders, like users holding game assets or avatars or any other NFT related collectibles, they would go to a website and kind of get matched with the pool that offers the best conditions for them. So here is a chart, approximately how it works. It's a bit messy, but here we have lending pool, we have liquidity providers who supply, let's say, USDC. We have borrowers who supply NFTs. There's like a registry that tracks the price of the NFT with price expiration date, and also there are other parameters that pool owner controls. So the value from it is that anyone holding like game NFTs and avatars can immediately get access to liquidity without having to selling it, and that benefits NFT projects and also like game projects themselves because there is less sell pressure for the assets. Hence if there is a buy pressure, so the price of those assets would eventually increase. And also, we enable to earn yield with DeFi and NFT assets as well. So with our liquidity mining program, users can earn like in one way. Another way would work that when users could supply NFTs to the pool, borrow permissionlessly like USDC, and then transfer it to yield aggregators like Yearn or Harvest or Pickle, and that way, your NFT could actually become an interest-bearing asset. So down the road, what we envision is for you to allow players to collect these valuable assets from the games, from other places on the internet, and if this asset is really valuable, later on it can pay actual dividends and and retain its value. So maybe one day it would be possible to even pay out your mortgage or even, pay out your car just by staking your NFT and earning interest of it. So right now the NFT lending pools are scheduled to be launched in somewhere late September, and in next couple of weeks we'll launch our beta loans markets, where many new mid-cap and low-cap NFT tokens would be listed as well. And we have some partners that help us that has helped us tremendously through this process. It's been Engine, it's QuantStamp, Charge Particles, Polkastarter, 0xB1, Sol Protocol, and our chain and Parsec. So we're really excited about the future of NFTs, and we hope that these assets will not be just collectibles that just sit idly in the wallet, but they can be something more. And there are unlimited use cases what we can do if an NFT assets are bringing interest. So that would be all, and happy to answer any questions that you guys might have.
Thank you so much, Darius, for your presentation. I see a few comments here like drops, game changer, but I don't see any specific question right now. So I would just encourage everyone to continue the conversation on our channels, on Twitter, on the YouTube stream, Twitch, and anywhere else at the BGA. And happy to put all of you guys in touch with our users and blockchain gamers enthusiasts. So thank you so much for joining the BGA. Just a warm welcome onto this wonderful network of companies, games that have been talking about blockchain games and the industry more in general. So welcome to all of you. Congrats again on your projects. And thanks to everyone who's been watching and sharing comments, questions with us. It's been great to have you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
So thank you, everyone. This will stay on YouTube and Twitter, so you are most welcome to rewatch, share any question again, and we'll be here to put everyone in touch. But from the BGA, Luis, Sebastien, everyone, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, join us on Friday. We'll have a very special event happening on Friday as well.
Awesome.
True. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
More coming soon. Take care, everyone.
See you.
Bye.